Hello, Johnny here, and I am downstairs because my partner is in bed. So instead of doing it from my regular studio, I'm doing it from my living room. So here goes the video. And welcome to my old school. So this was based on my old school in Walcot in Swindon. Swindon is where I grew up for most of my life, and then moved away to go to university and do some other stuff. But anyway, this is a place called Birdsbury in the world, but actually it was Oakfield Secondary School. And I've taken this from memory and also the pictures that I can find. I haven't been in every room in this building, so and it doesn't exist anymore either. It got knocked down about 5 years ago. I left school about 20 years ago, so that's some fun information for you there. Right, let's close the door because we are polite, and let's go into here. So this is the reception area and the parents' waiting room. So usually you'd be sat in there if you'd done something wrong, or if you skived off school, took drugs, or having a baby. And then if you get true. So let's have a look here. This is the canteen. Normally we'd go in, have some chips, or chips with a side of chips, pizza with chips, mostly chips, and burgers and chips. And that's where you'd pay, unless you've got free school dinners, and then you didn't. This is, I want to say this is like the headmaster's office. Again, you only go in here if you've been really good or really bad. And I was really bad at one point, just because I was skiving off school quite a lot. And I had to talk to Mr. Fleet about it. It wasn't necessarily that I was skiving, actually. It was my attendance was really bad. So it was not coming in and also coming in late. So yeah, either that was the headmaster's office or this was. In my head, this is the deputy headmaster's route. So this is the assembly hall. I've got to come in and spend some time just to clear it off and make it look all pristine again, because things have happened. People have gone in and broken bits by accident, and I've just gone in and filled them in. But this is where in real life we would have had some like performances. I remember there was this one thing of like, there was this terrible play they put together, and it was called Bad Boys, and it had the music that boys will be boys, bad boys. I don't know why. And I think it was supposed to be like a moral story that we're all supposed to take attention of, which I obviously don't know what it is. So this is the hallway back into there. We'll go this way first to show you what it was like. So there's some random rooms coming up on the left. I'm pretty sure these were like French and German, so I've put German there and French there. And if you look inside, I've kind of kitted a lot of the rooms out with tables and chairs and books. And we had, because the time when I went to school, it was that transition between blackboard and whiteboard. So we'd have a whiteboard where the teacher would mostly write, but like the older teachers would use the blackboard. Not really that it made any difference. We didn't really have projectors or computer screens that projected up at that point, because it was like 1997, 98, so not really anything there. So I think this is the guys' toilets under the stairs, and the stairs in this place kind of were like banister rails and stuff like that, but you can't put that in Minecraft. Maybe that's something to think about in the future, Minecraft. So yeah, history, I'm pretty sure I went in that room at one point. This is from memory now. Office, I've called that an office, but actually like it's a kitted out room. So here's another room. So basically, if you have got problems, so like say if you're not doing well with your work, you'd probably go and talk to somebody in here, and they would talk to your parents and be like, oh yeah, well, you know, Johnny has not been very good at French because he can't speak French. So why can't you speak French? I just don't know. It's because it's a rubbish language. Here's another room, okay? If you've been bad, or if you've got problems, go in there. There is another room actually for that. I think it might be over here or upstairs. I don't know. No, that's history. That's history, and that's humanities and humanities. This is the room I used to be in here with Mr. O'Donoghue. I think I was in 7M, 8M, 9M. And then let's go up the stairs. So we're going into oh, someone's around. Oh, it's Mr. Randlesly. So he is a science teacher, and he lives upstairs, but we'll deal with him in a minute. So the person in here, and I can't remember her name, but she was like the first teacher I remember thinking, you know, you're good looking, is in here. So it was Ari, and her lessons were very interesting. Is that Randlesly again? I'll explain him in a bit. The teacher of this class would normally talk about things like the name for drugs, or like how penises work, and what a vagina is. So yeah, that's kind of what would go on there. Miss Welsh, Miss Welsh, she goes down here. So she is in English, which Miss Welsh was my tutor, my form tutor, which I think might have been this room. I'm not sure. You can't spawn girl villagers in this. Right, finally, so this is science. This was Miss Koppler's room, which is where I used to have my science. And oh, who's this? Mr. Jeans, the maths teacher. Hi, Mr. Jeans. We'll go and visit his room later. But yeah, so this is Miss Koppler's room, and I think she was like a cool teacher, but I think she was only there for my first 2 years. So, and then this is Mr. Randlesly's office. So we'd always be sat outside Miss Koppler's room, and Mr. Randlesly would come past, and then the whole place would go dead silent. That's because he was a creepy guy, or at least we thought he was a creepy guy. Actually, a lot of people who was in his class said that they actually quite liked him, and he was a bit weird but funny. So yeah, I don't know. Like, maybe you had to get to know the guy to accept him. Who knows? So this is one of those everyone's rooms again. It's like, well, listen, look, I know that you're trying to do well for your child, but unfortunately, you can't go around calling people racist things. That's the kind of thing that would happen in this office. Luckily, just so you know, I'd never been told off for that. So this is, I've only been down this corridor once, and that's because I had to go into science to see. Oh, who's this? Is it? It's Miss Koppler! Hello, you're in the wrong science class. This is Mr. Marsh's room. Yeah, and it's really weird because this school, especially like in my last like 3 years there, which is like half my time, I guess. Anyway, the second floor was like a bit derelict, like people didn't really go in it. There we go, and we follow this down, and it's like the floor downstairs, so everything's pretty much the same other than like some toilets and things. And then if we carry on, so Mr. Jeans was my maths teacher, and that was in this room here. And yeah, I remember he had a cupboard in the corner, like this. So normally what would happen is I'd go into the classroom, and I'd either sit here with Pauls and Luke, and we would squeeze Paul Goodenough's head because it wrinkled funny, and yeah, it was just a funny thing to do. And then the other thing I would do, either I would sit over there, or I would sit at the front here with Sarah, and I would just be like doing my work the best I could, or asking Sarah to help me how to do it because I had no clue. I haven't seen Sarah ever again actually since after school, but I used to hang around with her like literally all the time, so I'm pretty sure that wasn't the bottom set, so she must have been doing something right. This is maths up here, and we're going to go to the second block now, so this is on the other side. So that's the staff room there, how I'd imagine it. So the staff would be over here drinking a cup of tea, going, Steve's a twat. Steve is a student. And then this is kind of just some extra rooms, I guess. I don't really know what would be in these. Maybe some offices and stuff, storage. And then over here was where my French room was when I first started. Yeah, and it was really weird because like we stopped using it, and then people stopped going in it, and then it was like, what is that? Like, is it haunted? And a lot of stories came from that haunting situation. Let's go downstairs. And this is the floor where the library was. This way. Oh yeah, and this is where I had IT as well. So this is all computers in here, or at least that's what I was trying to show. Like, so yeah, that's there was like computer tables all over this bit, and then at break time, if I wasn't hanging around with the Pauls and Luke and the other people, then I would sit in here with Sarah, just looking at pictures of old Swindon. And trains and that, and finding out some more stuff about the place where I lived. We go out here, and there's a place called the Common Room, which is actually not really a common room. It was like just like when we go for clubs after school, and that was called Theme Club, which actually I don't really know what the theme was. So this is a room where students would go to if they had problems. So they go to in here, and Mrs. Jarvis would be in, and you sit on this little sofa here, and Miss Jarvis would be over there, and that's where her desk is, and then you'd be like, oh, do you know what, I haven't got enough money for school today. Why? Oh, because my mum didn't have any money and I didn't have any lunch. Oh no, that's a shame. And then like sort you out. Or the other thing is like, oh, I've got big brain problems and I can't concentrate, and they'll be like, okay, well, try and do this. Keep forgetting to close the doors. So this is a Minecraft bedrock, as if you know your Minecrafts, you will see, because of these little things in the bottom corners. But I am going to be streaming and recording some videos in normal Minecraft Java. So this is where the English rooms are, just over here. My teacher was Mr. Woodman in English. And, I didn't stick around long enough actually in that school, because I did get expelled for being naughty, like skiving. But just so you know, there's always time for redemption, and I did redeem myself, and I ended up going to uni in the end, so suck on that. This is a room again where you go in, it's like, oh no, I'm not feeling well today, and they'll be like, whoa, what's wrong? And you'll be like, oh, I've been sick in my room, and then you show them the sickness, and they'll be like, oh, okay, go home then. Finally, that goes up to the library, by the way. Finally, we have got this room, or this section over here. I'm going to go outside because people who went to this school will recognise coming in this way. So yeah, this is kind of how you go into the school. So you go this way, And that room there is Mr. Kirk's room. Who's this? Wait a second. That's Will Truman. Will Truman, what are you doing here? Will Truman is somebody I used to go to swing club with, which actually turned out to be really strange because a few years later I ended up in a radio station, my first radio station I worked at, which was Swindon FM, and Will Truman was there, and I was like, you went to Oakfields, I remember you. Let's go in here. So this is Mr. Kirk's room. So this is Mr. Kirk's room. Behind here is like a place where it was like woodwork area, I think, or storage and stuff. I remember coming back here like once or twice, but nothing really sticks in my mind. And then this goes into other classrooms as well. Oh, who's this? Who stood in here? Paul Lucas. Wow, what are you doing? You shouldn't be in school at this time of day. It's night time. Let's go back out of here. And yeah, the rest of them around the corner is just would be just like art and DT and stuff. Let's go outside. Over here, there's all these DT classrooms and art, and then over this part there was like an extra room which is where Mr. Grout used to teach, and he used to be an art teacher. So I tried my best with it. Oh yeah, I haven't taken you in here yet. So this is the last place, which is the PE block. Oh, that's music, by the way. Music's in there. I'm pretty sure there's windows on it. It's just not rendered it yet. So yeah, this is the boys' locker room and stuff. So there's toilets in there and showers and that, and benches where you get dressed. Upstairs is the same. It's just the girls' room, and then go in here, and it's time to play basketball. Bowl, 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 bowl. And yeah, so this is the sports hall, and this is one of those like things. I don't know if they still have them on the wall in schools at the moment, but like they're like big climbing frames that pull out. So yeah, this is what's left of the school. It's only in digital form now. There is no such thing as Oakfield Secondary School. They built on it. They knocked it down completely. And last time I checked, it was just getting ready for building on. But anyway, that is it for today's video. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to do all of the subscribiness, and I will see you next time. I've been Johnny Robinson. I'll still be Johnny Robinson after this video is finished. Thank you, bye.